Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Romani. Today I want to talk about why you should be documenting your lock journey even if you feel like your hair is not growing. I know it can be extremely frustrating when you feel like your locks aren't doing what you want your locks to do. You feel like your locks aren't maturing fast enough and you really feel like they're not growing, but I'm here to tell you that that is just feelings. It's not reality. Your hair is absolutely growing. And honestly, once you start taking photos, you're actually going to see that your hair is growing much faster than you thought it was. When we look in the mirror every day and we see ourselves every day, it is very hard for us to track our own progress. Just looking at yourself every day, you're not noticing the small changes that are happening to you. But when you start taking monthly photos and monthly check-ins of your locks, you're going to see the progress that you're making. I started documenting my lock journey as soon as I started my locks. So on day 1, I took a photo, and then on day 5, I made my first YouTube video about my locks. And I'm so glad that I did that, because when I started to get frustrated on month 5, month 6, month 9, and month 10, and so on, I was able to go back and look at the photos and the videos, and I saw that, okay, even though my hair doesn't look how I feel like it should look right now, I'm not where I used to be, but I wouldn't know where I used to be if I didn't take any photos. And I know sometimes people feel like, I don't want to take photos because I'm not seeing any progress, but you're not seeing any progress because you're not taking photos. And there's just something about seeing a side-by-side comparison, especially like from the different years, because sometimes I feel like, okay, like my hair isn't really growing, but then I look at myself at the beginning of this year and it's completely different. And I want you to know it's normal to feel like your locks aren't growing, especially if this is a new journey for you, because I already know when you start your locks, you have a vision of what they could be. So since they're not that right now, you feel like they're never going to be that, and you feel like they're not even getting close. But we've honestly all been there, and that's why I'm telling you to take photos. Another reason why I love documenting my lock journey is because I'm able to compare myself to who I used to be instead of who I am seeing on my phone screen, like on Instagram and on Pinterest. Instead of comparing my locks to the girls that I am following on these social media apps, I can just go back and look at how my hair used to look, and I can have that as a reference point. A big part of the frustration that we experience on our lock journeys is because we want our hair to look like someone else's, and we feel like it's not doing that, but it's not going to do that because you're not that person. And I always try to tell people everyone's lock journey is different. Even if we have the same length, the same color, all of that, it could still look different. So when you start taking your own progress photos, you're going to be able to compare yourself to who you used to be. You're going to be able to compare your locks to how they used to look and not somebody else. The only person that you really should be comparing yourself to is the past version of yourself. And so when you start comparing your locks right now to your locks 5 months ago, you're going to start to see the progress, and it's going to make you love this journey even more. Because I know, like, sometimes it's hard to enjoy this journey if you're new on it and things aren't going the way that you want them to go. But once you really start seeing your hair lock and flourish, you're going to be like, okay, I love it here. Because that's exactly what happened to me. Once I started to compare my hair from month to month, I started seeing like, okay, maybe my hair isn't changing daily, but over time, there's really a transformation happening. And you don't even have to make it a big thing. I don't say, okay, I'm gonna take a photo of my hair every Wednesday. Like, no, whenever I think about it, I just take a photo. So you can start today. If you've never taken a photo of your locks, just take a photo, you know, front and back, maybe some side angles, and then just do that every month. And really remember to celebrate the small changes and the little wins. Like, just because your hair isn't all the way down to your elbows doesn't mean that we aren't making progress. If your hair was right here and it's right here right now, that's okay. That's still a win. A win is a win. Every bit of progress counts. Every part of your journey is beautiful. Like, it's all necessary. So no matter where your hair is right now, no matter what length, what texture, it's all beautiful. And remember, this is a journey. So this is not something that you're trying to do in one day. This is a lifelong process if you choose to have your locks for that long. So just relax, take your photos, and remember to celebrate yourself. I really hope that this video helped you out on your lock journey. And if you're new to your lock journey and you want to see more videos like this, I'm going to link my entire lock playlist down below. So you can go back and watch when I was 5 days locked up until almost 4 years locked. If you resonated with this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, and make sure you leave me a brown heart in the comments just so I know y'all are watching the videos to the end. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you in my next video.